Hi, I'm back, and today we're going to tackle the unconquerable beast, roast. I know, I have had them turn out like, yeah, you don't want that. You know, with your kids crying at the table, do we have to eat it? Do we have to eat? Yeah, no, I'm going to show you how to make the perfect roast, and it took me years to get it perfected, and I finally got some great advice from my parents. They chimed in and said, okay, here's what you're doing wrong. And they were absolutely right. So I'm going to share my secrets with you. So what I have is I have an English roast, and it can be a chuck roast. Chuck roast works beautifully for this too. Seasoned with salt and pepper and trimmed all the fat off. Now remember, no one likes a one-sided relationship. So season your roast on both sides before you start this process. And I'm using a cast iron skillet because cast iron is very forgiving. It actually likes to be gunked up. If you don't have a cast iron, use a pan that you don't mind using really high heat on and get the fans going. This is going to get a little smoky and very odorous, let's just say. But what we have to do is we have to braise our roast. And people are like, oh yeah, I've heard of that term, but I'm not really sure what it means. What it means is we're basically going to sear the daylights out of it. And when it's done, we're going to put it in the crock pot, and I have some other things to show you. But let's get going. Get your skillet on high. You want it super hot. And if you're using something like cast iron, you're going to have to add a little bit of olive oil. And yes, it's probably going to make a mess out of your stove. I'm sorry. But it's worth it. This one really is worth it. And you will be like, I can actually make the world's best roast. So let's get going. I'm going to get my burner started, and I'm going to start to sear. Now the searing process is going to take about 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm not going to do it all the way through. We just want to get it started, and we are going for dark brown on both sides. About 5 minutes a side, flip it, 5 minutes for the other side. And when we come back, I'll show you what it should look like when it's done. Okay, let's get cooking.